section in our program. So please rise for the presentation of the colors by the veterans of Foreign War Post 9182. Please rise. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Jesse Glass, our ESL instructor at the Southwest Houston campus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Glass. Everyone, please be seated. I want to welcome everyone here. Thank you for making it through all of this rain. I know it's pretty nasty outside, but thank you for making it. I wanted to welcome the ICT graduates. Over the last year and a half, you have worked really hard and have earned the right to call yourself a college graduate. Be proud of this. Wear it with honor and distinction. And welcome also to the family members, friends, guests, and loved ones who are here today. For today, you too are rewarded with the sacrifices that you have made to ensure that your loved ones can be called a college graduate. Interactive College has been educating students since 1982, older than some of our graduates now. We have always tried to stay current with market trends, introducing the English as a second language program as we saw the need in our community for English training. We introduced quite a few occupational programs as well to start a new career. For the future, we continue to develop our courses to advance our opportunities in the community and the world. Now I'd like to welcome Mr. Harry Moz. He's the North Houston Campus Director.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here today. I have the distinct honor of being the one to introduce our commencement speaker. Mr. Jeffrey Chardine is a veteran of the United States Air Force. He's also Chief Operating Officer of Career Gear. He's a native of New Jersey, born and raised in a small town of Roselle. He excelled academically, having graduated high school at the top of his class. Mr. Chardin also exceeded in football. He excelled in football, I should say, throughout his high school career, playing a variety of positions, including quarterback. After graduating, he enlisted in the United States Air Force as a security forces member, tasking him with the responsibility of safeguarding the United States nuclear armament. After his service in the Air Force, Mr. Chardin began mastering the trades of the construction industry. He started his own floor covering installation company in the city of Great Falls, Montana, the same city in which he served his country and now called home. After 10 years of running a very successful business, Mr. Chardin relocated to Houston, Texas, with the goal of starting a business in the area he was most passionate about: physical fitness, health, and wellness. However, his love of service and passion to see his fellow man exceed drove him to seek an opportunity in the social service industry. That opportunity came to life with a nonprofit organization called Career Gear Houston, where Mr. Chardin currently serves as the Chief Operating Officer. In his personal time, Mr. Chardin enjoys the company of his loving wife and 6 children. He also enjoys getting a workout in and is a diehard New York Jets fan. Way to go, way to go. And I quote, "I've been blessed to work in service to those in need all of my life, and that is how I intend to leave my legacy, one of service." Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Mr. Jeffrey Chardin, again, veteran of the United States Air Force and Chief Operating Officer of Career Gear. Jeffrey.
Let me see if I can get this thing to work here. All right. Thank you for the warm welcome, and good morning. I would like to thank the faculty, the staff, dignified guests, and all the family and friends of today's graduates. It is both an honor and a privilege to have been asked to speak for these men and women on such a monumental occasion. To the faculty and staff, without your tireless efforts and tutelage, continued guidance and patience, today would not be a reality to these students sitting proudly in front of me. And to the families of today's graduates, parents, grandparents, spouse or significant other, brother or sister, son or daughter, congratulations to all of you. Today should be looked at as much of an accomplishment to you as it is to them. For without your continued support and encouragement, this day would be little more than a goal yet achieved. This day is your day as much as it is theirs. And now, to the Interactive College of Technology graduating class of 2017, congratulations. Let me hear it. Wow, you guys, you did it. You did it. You should be very proud. You made a choice to see it through to this very day, this very moment. And here, all of you sit, united by that very choice. So, when I was extended the invitation to join you here today, I found myself desperately trying to recall even the slightest detail, little morsel, from the commencement speech that was delivered to me more than 20 years ago. Goodness, 20 years ago. To absolutely no avail. Now, while I'm quite certain that whomever it was and whatever message they bestowed upon us all, someone from my graduating class, if not some, took this information and it rooted deeply within them. Unfortunately, that someone was not me. So, in an effort to jog my mind as I prepare to be in front of you today, I sought out the wisdom and insight of our favorite uncle, the one who always has the right answer, and you guys all know who I'm talking about. Good old Uncle G, known and still referred to by some of you as simply Google. Boy, do I wish I had him to talk to all those years ago. Anyway, what I found is that there is a recipe of sorts, a standard operating procedure, SOP for short, that clearly outlined how and what should be presented, with the obvious personal spin that takes place from speaker to speaker. But they all shared a very common goal, seeking to put your recently hard or not so hard work in the context of your future. Instead of giving all of you the same impactful speech from 20 years ago that so powerfully molded my future, let's take a look back as the accomplishments of today propel each and one of you forward. Earlier, I had mentioned that you had all made the choice that resulted in being here today. Well, according to good old Uncle G, sources estimate that an adult makes roughly 35,000 remotely conscious decisions every single day. This number to you may sound absurd, but in fact, we make roughly 226.7 decisions every day just on food alone, based on research from the Cornell University. The great Nelson Mandela once said, "May your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears." So, for some of you, it was 2 years ago. For others, it was 4. For others still, it may have amounted to even more. But no matter when the choice was made, on that day and every day forward, you made choices of hope from that 35,000 that directly influenced your path and subsequent arrival at this sought-after milestone today. The choice to study your tail off instead of meeting up with the crew out at the club on a Friday night. Or maybe the choice to get a good night's rest instead of maybe binge watching Game of Thrones until the sun comes up. Or Scandal, if you happen to be my wife. The choice to skip your morning Starbucks on the way to school so that you avoid being late to class again. The choice to catch a ride with Metro when Old Faithful wouldn't start for you, even though you were sure you hadn't burned through that $2 worth of gas that you put in the day before. After all, that was all you had left after you bought that venti mocha. Or perhaps the single parent who chose to finish homework with their child before sitting down and starting their own. Or the individual who chose to finish strong and persevere in spite of tragedy and adversity, maybe having lost a loved one or a family member. no matter what the situation, always remind yourself, I have a choice. I have a choice. And every choice we make has an end result. For example, when I made the choice to be sexually active in high school, resulting in my experience as a teenage father, and having chose to stay in school and not only graduate, but to do so at the top of my class. Or when I made the choice to write a blank check, payable to the United States of America, in the amount of and up to my very own life, enlisting in the United States Air Force. Remember that while you are always free to choose, you are never free from the consequence of your choice. Like when my choice to associate with some unsavory people resulted in that fateful day in February of 2011, when 5 years of my freedom was stripped from me. That's 63,875,000 choices that I was no longer free to make. Let me say that again. 63,875,000 choices that I could no longer make as a result of one poor choice. I truly believe, having experienced it for myself, that sometimes the wrong choices can bring us to the right places. 2 years ago, I'm new to Houston, and I made a choice to put aside my pride as a man. The very pride that kept me from seeking out the help that I so desperately needed. And it was a direct result of that choice. Our paths now intersect here today. Every day will bring you new choices. Every day. And tomorrow, each and every one of you will wake up, degree in hand, faced with a choice to do something that your future self will thank you for. I personally encourage you all to strive for greatness and never settle for mediocrity. To make an effort to leave this world to those after you better than it was left to you by those before. And to live a life that is selfless and not selfish, helping those that you can along the way. The choices about this life that you live will ultimately determine the legacy that you leave. How will you choose? The choice is yours. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Todd Patterson. He is the campus director for Pasadena.
We would like to thank Mr. Chardin for that very inspirational speech. I think especially the parts about choice reverberate with all of us, and living by hope. I think that's the greatest thing with all of you that you've accomplished today. Instead of choosing fear, you all chose hope, made it through these past couple of years up for many of you, and are now on to a much better path in your life. And as a token of our appreciation, Mr. Chardin, Mr. Chardin, for speaking to our commencement ceremony, I'd like to present you.
And now we have some students who will be inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. When I call your name, please come forth to take the pledge. And I welcome Miss Sherilyn Latham.
The purpose of the National Technical Honor Society is to promote ideal honesty and service, leadership skill development among American future workforce. The students that have been inducted into National Technical Honor Society, they had to maintain a 3.25 GPA, grade point average, for at least 2 semesters. This award goes to our occupational students who are majoring in accounting, medical office, administration, and business information management, and bilingual administrative support. So if we could have the National Technical Honor Society students to please stand. Those are the students who are wearing the purple and white cords. If you could please stand. Just give them a hand. Excellent. So I want you to remain standing, and because we need to induct 3 more students into the Honor Society. And we have Alexandra Lopez. You could come up, please. Come over here. Ms. Hoy Dim. Okay, just stay right. Hoy Dim. We are so happy for Hoy Dim. She's like we love all of our students, but Hoy Dim, when she passed the certification, she ran all over the school hollering and screaming for her certification because she tried so many times, and when she passed, she was so elated. And so we just thank her. Richie Toro. And will you guys please repeat after me, even though you have your honors, everyone repeat. As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I can't hear you. I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, my knowledge, in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. You may be seated. We have two students that will be our valedictorians, and that's Leonardo Benitez. He's receiving his Associates of Science in Business Information. He is the National Technical Honor Society Vice President for the Pasadena campus. And then we have Leandro Sanchez. He's receiving his diploma in Business Information Systems. He recently was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society, and he's representing the Southwest Houston campus. So we're going to give them a few minutes, 1 minute, to do their presentation, all right? Okay, Leonardo. Let's give him a hand.
Good morning, parents, administration, staff, and class of 2017. My name is Leonardo Benitez, and it is an honor to be here speaking to you today. It is hard to believe that it's already been 2 years since I started my journey at ICT. Time sure does go by fast. Feels like it was just yesterday I was stressing over homework, midterms, and final exams. It wasn't always easy, but it was worth it. It feels a little bittersweet to see this chapter in my life end, but a new chapter begins as we will soon walk across the stage and receive our diplomas. I want to give thanks to some special people who helped me through this journey. I would like to give thanks to my instructor, Mr. Henry Garcia, who guided me whenever I struggled on my schoolwork and assignments. I'd like to give a special thanks to Ms. Latham, who always pushed me to improve and do my best. And I would like to give a special thanks to my parents. Without their support, none of this would have been possible. Thank you, everyone, and congrats, class of 2017. We did it.
Leandro Sanchez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Leandro Sanchez, and I'd like to start by thanking those that made this moment possible. I'd like to thank the faculty, the staff, including Mr. Weaver, Mr. Liu, and Ms. Latham. Thank you for always pushing me to do better. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my mom, for supporting me on this journey. Don't cry, not now. Just like me, maybe some of you here that are a little nervous, maybe a little scared. One of the most common fears is the unknown, and what is more unknown to us than what the future holds. I'd like you to take a minute and think about the greatest men and women in history. Know this, they were once just like you, just like me, an untapped source of potential, ready to change the world. Who's to say that you're not one of those men and women you think about when you look for an inspiration? Who's to say that you're not one of the great changes that the future can bring? Obviously, I can't predict anyone's future. The one thing I can say is that everyone in this room has the potential to do anything they want to be. That being said, my advice to you all is to continue your education. Don't stop now. This is a great milestone, but it's just the beginning. Thank you so much for coming here, and remember, the future is yours. Thank you.
Excellent. Both of our students maintained a 4 point, the overall GPA was a 4.0. So that's really good. And so now we're going to go into our representative for our speakers for each school. And we have two students that will be speaking on behalf of the student body. For Pasadena, we have Angela Alvarado. Let's give her a hand.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here, speaking a language that I wasn't able to talk 1 year ago. When I first received a message from one of our teachers asking me if I could give a speech in front of all the students, I was nervous and scared. And the first thing that came to my mind was to reject this opportunity. But then I realized that I'm bigger than my fears, so I put my fears aside, and now I'm here. And I'm so happy to share these words with all of you. Today we have finally graduated. It wasn't easy, but it was really worth it. We were here for the same reason, to learn. And when we came to this country, we were trying to find a better future for us or for our family. And it's really difficult when we try to communicate with people who only speak English. It's really hard. And sometimes, instead of learn the customs, the language, we look for the people who only speak our native language, and we stay in the comfort zone. But we choose a different way. And I'm going to tell you something. Before I studied English, I felt frustrated because I couldn't handle a conversation with a person. That's why I decided to come to ICT. And I'm so grateful because all that I've learned was thanks to all my great teachers. I really enjoyed every class. And I'm so amazed because from here I only see successful people who have no limits, people who do the possible to make their dreams come true. Keep practicing, keep learning, whatever you want, fight for it. And thanks to ICT for this opportunity. Thanks to my teachers, to my family and my friends, and thanks to all of you for the attention. Thank you.
Excellent. Ms. Tabia from Southwest Houston. Let's give her a hand.
Good morning, everyone. Parents, teachers, friends, staff, and all of you, welcome of our graduation party. Thank you so much for your coming and participation in this party. My name is Tayyiba Aslambek. I'm from Afghanistan. My family, husband, and my children are in my country. Maybe you ask me why you are in America. Before coming in here, one of my dreams was to continue high education in America. When I was in my country, I graduated from Law University. However, my husband is not here, but I want to thank you from him because he always encouraged, support, and helped me to improving my education. Today, I'm very happy to graduate from Interactive College. I have great memories from this college. I have met many friends from different countries. We are as a big family from different countries, different cultures, religion, and languages. We have good relationship with together, so we learn to match things from together. Above all, I was encouraged and supported by director and staff of Interactive College. As an Afghan woman, I am proud to study in America. Finally, I wish that this opportunity is also given to all women who like to study in America. You know, education is very important for everybody, especially for women. You know that an educated woman can be as a leader. An educated woman is able to change her life and society. Let's go change the world. Please tell together, we can do it. We can do it. Thank you so much again for all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Board of Directors, Interactive College. Thank you so much.
Taking the time, energy, and money to study is a major sacrifice of our students, but also of their families. And the mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, partners, children, and friends who supported our graduates. Please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay. Dedicated instructors who inspire, encourage instructors, and sometimes push our students are one of the most valuable resources of our college. Could the faculty of our campuses please stand? Graduates, let's give our instructors a round of applause. We would like to take a moment and recognize those students who have displayed exceptional academic achievement. For those students who have achieved an overall GPA of 3.5 to 4.0, they have graduated with honors and are distinguished by their gold cords. Would those students please stand? Thank you, honor students. You can be seated. And now, graduates, the moment you've been waiting for. Will those students graduating from the North Houston campus please stand and come forward and receive your degree from your campus director, Mr. Harry Moz. Mr. Atkins will present the graduates.
Luis Marquez. Luis Marquez. Monique Jackson. Tradisha Jefferson. Ingrid Gonzalez Montano. Cheryl Martinez. Breder Batista. David Vieira. Next, we're going to have Mr. Todd Patterson presenting diplomas for Pasadena. Leonardo Benitez. Natasha Pipes. Jolynn Garza. Wendy Hernandez. Angela Alvarado. Veronica Valdez. Ana Ramos. Stephanie Silva. Fayez Juwani. Alicia Maheda. Marissa Dalia Elliott. Felipe Perdomo.
Will all Southwest Houston campus graduates please rise? Leandro Sanchez, honor student. Honor student Shu Mei Chong. Honor student Alexandra Lopez. Honor student Fatumata Kaba. Honor student Juan Carlos Reese. Honor student Bishwa Karn. Honor student Rixie Toro. Honor student Veronica Madrano. Honor student Hoy Dim. Hilario Gonzalez. Honor student Darlene Orleana. Nelly Zelaya. Honor student Taiba Aslambig. Honor student Luan Ding. Honor student Duke Quinn. Honor student Ma Guadalupe Garcia Morphine. Honor student Ji Zhang. Yoel Perez Martinez. T. Mo. Tabarek Hassan. Ro Tiang. Honor student Leoma Rehani. Vicky Pirachel. Honor student Diana Bautista Hernandez. Honor student Norma Lopez. Elmer Canales. Xiaoming Chen. William Safer. Honor student Marhays Fernandez. Andres Luis Perez. Kiran Abid. Honor student Paula Velasquez. Heritie Mubawa. Honor student Juliana Soidu. Honor student Kamal Pangiani. Honor student Diodone Nzumana. Christina Gonzalez. Honor student Ina Gladys Morales. Honor student Ta Du. Honor student Benice Magnolia. Shai Lu. Elvis Ling. Honor student Phung Nak Leong. Elvira Barrera. Araceli Medina. Honor student Alexander Gallo. Honor student Ket Wynn. Honor student Zahir Rajani.
Congratulations, graduates, once again. Thank you all for attending, and please join us for a reception. Please stand for the recessional and remain in this auditorium until the recessional concludes.
Would all of the graduates stand? I'm going to introduce Mr. Jim Harris from our corporate office. He's our Vice President of Marketing and Admissions, and he is going to have the honor of conferring your degrees.
Thank you. Flowers are beautiful, but I'm constantly reminded that it is the rain that makes the flowers grow. As I stand here in front of you, all of you inside today with the rain outside are not only beautiful, but you're awesome. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Texas, Council on Occupational Education, the Board of Directors, President, and officers of Interactive College of Technology, I hereby confer upon you the honors of diploma and Associate of Science degree that you have worked so hard to earn. It is my pleasure now to declare that each and every one of you are officially a graduate of Interactive College of Technology. You may now change the task. Change your task.